So this is a resume. We always start with a resume review now. I got this one on short order today, and it is obviously an engineering resume. So Bachelor of Science, Fire Protection Engineering. I have never heard of that. And my first thought, I'll be dead serious with the feedback, is that sounds like not a real degree. And so my worry would be that it isn't a real degree. Um, and so it might be, but you would want to do more to convince me, because otherwise I wouldn't believe it's an actual thing. So, enthusiastic engineering student seeking broad fire safety industry design exposure, preventive and corrective maintenance. So, he's got an objective. Proficient. Is fire protection engineering a real thing? Can somebody who knows tell me? It sounds like bullshit. And I'm probably insulting the International League of Fire Protection Engineers right now, which sounds like a terrible idea because they're probably pretty good at burning things and I don't want to get burnt. Yeah, and covering their tracks and all kinds of stuff. Because, it's always the guy in the fire department who turns out to be the arsonist. You guys are telling me it's real. Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for educating me. I would have thought it would have been like industrial engineering or civil engineering, and this is like a specialty. But live and learn. We'll jump in on this in a second. So, okay, the objective is good. But seeking design exposure isn't a job. So I would change your objective to say what kind of job you want. And so I get that what you actually want is industry design exposure, but word it as a job. No one gives out jobs in industry design exposure. They give out some other kind of job. So ask for that kind of job. You list your education next and your expected date. That's good. Private fire protection companies, you list insurance or experience, calculated hydraulics for wet sprinkler system, edited fire protection plans and documents for code compliance. Corrected building plans after on-site preliminary surveying to ensure document accuracy. Okay. What this doesn't tell me is any of the results. So you did this is the classic thing we talk about in the STAR format. You have the situation, the task, and the action, but no results. What did your calculations for wet sprinkler systems matter? What did your editing matter? What did your corrected business plans? There's no impact. These are all great experiences, but you need to put in the impact. The same thing is true for the other things. I think it's great you've had 3 internships. I don't think the hours are relevant since they vary so little. Like, people can figure out a summer internship's about 10, 12 weeks, and you're not telling me anything new. It's just like a weird footnote that's distracting. So no value. I'm doing this kind of quick because I want to go ahead and roll the video, but I wanted to definitely do this with everyone because it's a new channel tradition to buy time for people to show up by doing a resume. And I will say, by the way, chat, weigh in on the resume. There's a bunch of you here. You know we do this all the time. The resume owner is here, so you can help him out. What do you think? And then we'll roll video. Anything else? Yeah, I just really want impact. You've got a great, clean resume. I want to know what the results were for these. Then you list the other stuff you did to earn your stripes, that you've worked as a barista, serving customers while working 30 hours per week as a full-time student. That's very solid. You were a chess instructor. I'd love to hear that some of your students won or that you raised their proficiency or something. You've got some professional affiliations. That's probably very important in your world. Normally, I wouldn't bother. There were no results. I'm thinking there had to be some results. Yeah, so Sound Nature 1243. This is a student's resume. This much white space is not unusual on a student resume, but you can add a little to it, shrink the font a little, or the margins, use some of that space in order to put the accomplishments in if there are some. What else? Final thing, Fire Science Club. This sounds so much fun. Collaborated with Campus Fire Marshal. Collaborated's week. Coordinated. Led coordination with. Primary point of contact for. Those are strong words. Primary point of contact for Campus Fire Marshal. Really strong. Collaborated with. Really weak. Coordinate burn boxes on campus with club members and administration. I think I know what that means, but people outside your field won't. So anyway, so that was kind of a quick review. For those of you curious what I'm drinking, I'll roll over here real quick. It's this thing. We have a drink of the day every day. It's in dark mode. We'll switch it to light mode real quick. And then we're going to roll Prime Video. I wish this had pronunciation, because I don't think anybody gave me I like boba too. I wish someone gave me a pronunciation key, but we'll get that later. Calimocho. You have to say it with a bad Spanish accent. Calimocho.